Hey guys, just a quick heads up. I know today's video is really long, and I'm sorry about that, but just trust me. Today has been quite a struggle, and I managed to do really well, and I learned a lot. And I believe if you just watch it, you have the ability to learn a lot as well. The opportunity, not the ability. But you know what I'm talking about. So just bear with me, and hopefully, and I think you will really get something out of this. So okay, here we go into the video now. Good evening, guys, or morning, or whatever time it is where you're at. I hope y'all are doing fine. Welcome to another video. I'm Alex, and I'm learning to day trade. And in these videos that I have been posting for the last few weeks, I am showing what I'm doing, and especially focusing on the mistakes I make, so that you can see what mistakes will probably happen to you when you learn to day trade, and then the strategies I apply to avoid those mistakes in the future. So yeah, today was quite a good day from a learning perspective. My look at my profit and loss. I mean, it was a struggle to get here. I look at the list of trades that I made. I did a lot of trades, and I was going up and down, up and down. Where is it? Here, up and down on my profit target. I mean, actually, my trades were pretty good. Ignore these two up here. These are swing trades. I started yesterday afternoon testing out swing trading, and as you can see, I'm not too successful with that. Apparently, I'll still give it some time. I won't sell them today. I'll just wait. They apparently have news coming up, so I'm gonna hold them. And if not, well, that's it. It's just a simulation anyway. So it's just getting the experience. That's what this is about. And the trades I did today, on on 3 out of 4 names, I was green, and only on one I was red. And honestly, CIFS, the one I'm red on, I did not want to trade that one. That was the only one where I was literally succumbing to FOMO. Let me show you the chart real quick here. So this had not done anything, and then all of a sudden volume starts coming in and starts shooting up. And as you can see here, I got in right at the top of this candle, right there. This is pure FOMO. And I was following the chat room, it's an easy mistake to make when people in the chat room, a lot of people are hyping this one stock, then you just react to it. And of course, they're hyping it because they're probably already in it, and then you get in late. So this was a mistake, and I regretted it immediately as I got in. Not only because I was going red, but also because I realized that this was pure FOMO, and I did end up getting out quite early. Quite what's it called? Quite quickly. Oh my god, sorry. I ended up getting out quite quickly because I knew that this was a bad trade to begin with, and in the end it did go higher, as you can see here, but I didn't want to take that risk because I just didn't have the trust in this one. I just knew that this was FOMO. And let's look at the 5 minute. Okay, sure, it broke the high of yesterday here, so that's good. Let's look at the daily. But here, daily, this could be just a flag pattern. Can I zoom in here? Yeah. Yeah, you see, a couple of days ago, we did this massive spike, and then it came down, and now it's up again. But honestly, this does not look too good. This could be going up, but it could also just go up and then go down again and flag and then go up some other day. So I can watch this for the next few days, but honestly, I did not like that trade very much. Back to 1 minute. Yeah. All right. So the other trades. Let's do it this way. Let's look at the charts here with my entries and exits, because that actually tells a lot about today's market. Today's market was choppy. It was just going up and down, and a lot of stocks went up, maybe 10 cents or 20 cents. I think the biggest gain was RKDA, just out of the just at market opening, where it went up something like 30 cents. And that was pretty rare. For most of the time, the market was doing something like this, small choppiness. And obviously, RKDA is not a good example of the choppy market, because this is one of the few stocks that actually did well, and that's why I traded it, and that's why I did end up profitable on it. In fact, quite profitable, considering that I only only trade 100 shares. I'm still just practicing small amounts of shares. Where is it now? RKDA, is this one right? Yeah. Okay. Good. And what I really managed today is, you can see it here, and you will see it also in on other stocks. My exits are getting really a lot better. See here, at the very beginning of the market opening, it dipped down, and I get in here, I add here, and did I get in here and add here? I'm not too sure. I think I got in here and I added here, and then as it spikes up, I sell at 831, and the high is 836 of that candle. So my exit is really, really good. This was 50. What do I do with the other shares? I'm confused. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Whoop. There is another red triangle right on top of this blue one, which you can't see. It's really hard to see. So I got out half here, and then it spiked up, and I got out with the rest here and came up with a nice profit. I then proceeded to fade, as you can see, and here, after this spike right here, I was thinking, okay, it just broke this top, and here's a decent level of support, and this was going higher, and it did not reseed that entire move up. So maybe there's an option to make another trade here, and I got in here, but it doesn't end up breaking that, and I get out here, giving away I think almost all my profit. I think I still had a little bit left, but I gave back a lot of my profit here. So that was kind of disappointing, but that was the game of today. I mean, that's how it was today. Here again, you see this big spike. I was getting it a bit late because I was watching another stock at the same time, and I got in just for a very quick scalp. We'll see this in the video. Get in here, get out here with half, add in here, get here out with half, add here again, and then get out for a really nice scalp. This one, not such a good scalp. I gave back a lot of my profit, got in here and here, got out here with half, and here with the other half, giving away, I think almost all the profit. If you look at this, the distance between these two is pretty much the same. It's pretty much, wait, what am I saying? So yeah, the distance between this one and this one is the same as the distance between this one and this one. So any profit I made here, I gave back immediately after, maybe a bit more even. So so that was not really a good trade. And then I was missing it as it was coming back up again, watching something else, and I kind of revenge traded here. Think, okay, I got in. I believe I got in at 39, thinking it's going to break higher, and then it dropped, and I got in at 31 again. I just added to lower down my average, and then it kept dropping. And at this point in time, I was just literally just revenge trading, and I added again to further lower my entry, and then I just waited it out. I waited it out, and I waited for, as you can see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and in those 5 minutes, it started rising, and you can see again my exit is quite good towards the high end of this candle. I was very, very proud, very consistent in this. What else do we have? TTOO. Yes, TTOO was quite good. Let's just quickly look at the trades here. Right off the bat. So you can see right off the bat, market opened. At first it dropped a little bit, but then it starts rising. And I got in here as it was, I think I just noticed it here probably, but at least as it had surpassed this level here. So it's a new high of day. So I get in, cover half here, add up here because it just looks very strong, and get out here and here. So exit not perfect here, but still this was a good trade. It chops down a little bit, but then as it comes back up, I add again here, and then start selling here. But as it comes down, I sell here and here, giving back a little bit of my profit, and then get back in here and get out here and here. Okay, so here the exits, apart from this exit, these exits aren't so great, but at least, well, this exit is quite good too on the 1 minute. So you see that my exits are getting better. This has been something I've been struggling recently. My entries, at first, my entries and exits were both bad. That was 2 weeks ago. Then maybe a week ago, my entries started getting better, and I ended up, I landed a lot of good entries, but then my exits were still super bad. And now my entries are okay, and my exits are getting quite better. So I'm very happy. And ZSUN, as we're going to look at now, is a trade. This was literally up and down. Oh my God. We started with actually down, and here you can say I took a big risk. So you see, I missed this this quite parabolic rise. I missed it, and it was coming down and it was going back up. So I added here for a potential continuation further up. I think I added here, and then I added here to lower down my average. And as you can see, this is not good because we ended up going lower. I added again to lower my average, and then the plan was to just sell at least half as soon as I get above my average buying, which at this point was 560. So you can see here 568, 562, and 550. So my average is exactly 560. And as it was, my plan was to just sell it as it was getting there. And the thing is that it did get there in the next few minutes, but only really briefly. Like it touched it once and then immediately flushed below it again to like 554. And it essentially it kept this floor of 554. So I was still confident that it's looking quite good. It goes again. I miss the exit again. It flushes a little bit lower again, but holds pretty much 550, except for this one where it's a little bit lower. It holds 550, and then as it comes up here, as I said, I got out with half at 562, and then a bit more at 66 and 72. It actually goes to a high of 84 or 83. I think this is 84. So I did not expect this, so I didn't get back in. As it comes back and then goes up again, I buy back in 500 shares at 75. And it kind of struggles. So I sell half at 77, just 2 cents, which is really nothing. And a little bit more at 81. But then as it comes back down, I just get out of it all because I'm really afraid. And at this point in time, I think I'm up something like $20. Let's see. 500 times 60, 30. No, it must be above $30. I'm about $30 up. And then this last trade, I get in here anticipating. If you see, look at this pattern. It's a flag pattern. It's a flag pattern. And I was thinking, okay, it's a flag pattern, so it's gonna shoot up. Actually, that's wrong thinking. That is very wrong thinking. And you should never do this. Don't buy anticipating a breakout or anything, but buy when what you anticipate is actually happening, and then ride the wave. Because anticipating anything, this is still a 50-50 chance. If it's a flag, and this is a pretty decent flag, there's still a 50-50 chance it's going to go up or down. So this is a very bad trade. And I immediately regretted it as it was coming down. I sold quickly, knowing that, okay, this was a bad trade. And that was a good decision because, as you can see, it just kept fading and never really got back there. So yeah, it was quite a struggle so far. And boy, am I glad that I came out quite green here. But yeah, this is it. Another thing that I want to quickly mention before I go into the video, and I can show you some of these trades that I did. I learned a strategy today. Sorry, I got to collect my thoughts here for a second. That I wanted to try out, and actually, it has been something that I have seen recently. So I learned the two strategies. Okay, more like they're more like generalizations you can make about a market. So we didn't have this today, so I can't really show you an example. But let's say that, let's take TTOO because that's a good example. Oh, by the way, one more thing I wanted to mention about Zsun. So while I took a huge risk on this trade, I took it also for a good reason, because look at the daily chart. The daily chart is a flag pattern, a very clear flag pattern. So I was just thinking that if it breaks out, it might break out higher, and that's what it ended up doing. Now it didn't really hold up, but this is a good candle. So the just the formation on this is really good, and I believe if we look back into the past. Okay, this is not really a good example. Here's also a flag, but this is a much bigger, like much bigger flag. So it's not really a good flag. But at the end of this flag, it just spiked up massively for the next 3 days, and then formed another not so pretty flag because it's mostly red, and then it ended up going. So this is a good indication. This is a healthy green candle. Okay, there's also red candles here, but the red candles are quite small, these two at least. So it's a decent looking chart on the daily. So I was just thinking that, even if I got in at the high here, let me just wait this out a little bit and try to lower my risk by getting out at my average buy-in, which I did here, and then take a little bit of profit as we keep going up. But it did work out, and then it's because the daily was good. So yeah, it was risky, but it did work out. All right. Anyway, sorry for the what's it called, intermission? No, not intermission. Interrupt. I interrupted myself. I don't know how to say this in English, but anyway, the two strategies are the two generalizations I wanted to mention real quick for a day like today. So if you have, let's look at this one, and let me wait. I have an option to draw on here. Add line study horizontal. Yeah, can you see this blue line here? Anyway, if you can't see, just imagine it being here. So the idea was, if you see a morning spike like this, and then this stock holds a certain support level, which this one didn't. I mean, it broke the support, and then as you can see, it never really came back, and it just started fading, grinding downwards. But if it had held this level of roughly 480-ish, roughly this level, so not falling below this. Can I move this? No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, I can. So yeah, good, excellent. So I mean, dipping below is okay as long as it comes back up, and then if it just looks like it's going to hold this level, then sometime later in the day between 11 or 1, I think at the latest 1 or at the very latest 2, you should think about this. If it then starts, it could be, or let's put it this way, it could spike again, and it could do another spike, which might actually surpass the previous high of day. So we didn't see that today. Well, this is not really a good example, but here you can see a similar example, although this is late during the day. So anyway, I didn't search for a proper example, but this is generally the idea. If you have a stock that spikes in the morning, it retraces a little bit, but then it holds a stable support level. If it holds that, there's a very good chance it's gonna rise again, and your risk really isn't that high, because as soon as it breaks that support level, you just sell. So you just go below that support level. It didn't happen today, but that is a good strategy, and I know this because I have seen this quite frequently recently. I have seen this. At least I felt like I've seen that recently. There have been quite a few stocks that have done spikes in the afternoon. So this would have been this is a good thing, because once you know this, and depending on whether you don't have time in the morning, there's still opportunities in the afternoon, and they might be really good if you know what to look for. Oh my God, what's happening here? Jesus Christ, this is rising right now. Not rising, spiking again. Well, this is actually quite a decent example. You see here a certain support level. It's not so clean. It's not as clean as you would like, but it is a support level, and it just broke through that support level, so that's great. But anyway, this is one. So if you see if stock has a morning spike and it holds a good support level, not too far away from that previous high, there's a good chance it'll spike again before 2. That is the first thing that I learned today, and that I was watching out for, and that I will watch out for after I hang up here. Although I didn't see any of those stocks today, so yeah, never mind. But and the other generalization you can make about the stock market is that after 2, actually the market is better for shorting. After 2, there's a very low chance that anything will start rising again. Unless a company issues major news in the afternoon, it's really got only potential to go down, given that a lot of day traders then sell their positions that they held maybe all day long. Maybe they buy early on or whatever, and then they sell in the afternoon before the market closes. So I really want to day trade. Want to quickly scalp this right now, even, but I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to do that because I have to focus. All right, last time I did this, if you watched a video from a couple of days ago, I did this on video and it just failed miserably. Okay, anyway, in the afternoon, it is better to short stocks because there's a higher chance for them to fade. And you can see this. I saw this in these 2 stocks, KNDI and KPTI, that I was trading. I'm not going to look at the charts, but they are both expecting news, so I'm just holding them for those news to kick in, and then maybe they'll go up, you know. But what happened is I got in long, and maybe I think around 2 or 3, I forgot the exact time, and it's just started fading a couple of minutes after that, and just didn't really come back. And that was like quite, oh my God, that was a good example of what I just learned today. And there was another stock that I was shorting, and then as it broke through that level and spiked briefly, I of course covered my short at a loss. But then that after the initial spike, it just started fading, and if I just held my short, my position, I could have made some money on that. So that was another confirmation of that kind of generalization, that the afternoon after 2 is generally better to short stocks. All right. In any case, that being said, now this video has, how long has it been already? Already 22 minutes. Jesus Christ, I've been talking a lot. I'm sorry. Let's quickly look at the trades I did today. So I'm in here, RKDA. You saw it coming down and coming back up. Let me speed this up because this, and here, this is a quite nice morning spike, just right off the bat. And I sold, in this time period, I already sold half on the first spike, and I added. Okay, actually, everything already happened. I'm sorry, I'm in 8 speed, but yeah. So I sold it just here, and as you can see, it just started fading after that. So that was good. Let me go. What is this? Let me go to 4 minutes, 20 seconds when I do the next trade of this one. I am TTOO. I don't want to look at TTOO. Oh yeah. So yeah, as you can see here, I got in as it was breaking this level. I sold shortly after, and then I sold the rest here. I haven't sold yet. I added, I sold, and I'm going to sell the rest very soon. I already told you this, and here you can just see it happening in real time. Volume is coming in, as you can see. There's really good support by volume. And now this is the expected 1-minute pullback. It's a bit longer than you would expect, but this is what happens, and it's to be expected. All right, I'm going to go to RKDA 54. Let's focus on this window right here, RKDA, for the immediate future. RKDA, you can see $18 right now and $30 is ZSUN, yeah. 1820. So yeah, quick thing, as I was playing these other stocks, ZSUN and TTOO, I missed this spike. If I had watched it, I probably would have gotten in just above this level here. But I missed it, so I didn't get in, and I waited for a pullback, and I got in sometime here. You can see I have a small position, and I just gave back. Actually, did I have 18? I think I had 18, right? And I gave back 16. Does that make sense? Yes, it makes sense. So you see, this is how fast you can give back your profits. And that was, and then I traded it again at 110. $110.20. Am I in? Nope. Okay, here you see it's spiking again, and I'm kind of watching it, thinking about getting in, and then it does this, and I'm like, well, shit, I just missed this one. Fuck. Right? I do get in at 55, and you can see it's at 60, 70, so I'm really in a good position, and then it goes up to a high of 9, and I keep selling and adding into it, and it holds this level, and I got out because it's clearly going into resistance. So I sell at this resistance. This is how I get good exits, because if you see resistance, there's a good chance it's gonna break down. And this one, it does end up skipping over the previous high, but then I believe it. No, does it start fading now? I'm not too sure what it does now. I did a lot of trades, as you can see, and where are we at now? Yeah, I traded again in about 20 seconds here. So let's just watch it. So I'm in here. I saw it going up, and I added. What happened? So yes, I got in at 17. It went down, so I added it 06, and then I sold at 28 for another profit. And now I think, yeah, and now this was a super fast spike. I don't know if you saw it. Should I go back? All right, well, if you didn't see it, you can just go back and watch this one, as this spike happened super fast. So I got out there at a loss and gave back quite a lot of my profit. I think I was up 50 or more than 50, and I just gave back, what is this? Yeah, 21 bucks. 21 bucks. So that was painful. Anyway, nope. What is the next one? I do trade it one more time at 121. Yes, okay. Let's go there. Here I am. Oh yeah, RKDA. Haha, shit. So this was me doing the revenge trading I mentioned earlier. I just kept adding as it was going lower, waiting to get out around the. No, this is sorry. This is ZSAN that I was trading like this, but this one I was getting in and just kept adding to lower my entry, and it was a struggle. It was a struggle. I don't know when it breaks out. I didn't write this down. I'm sorry. I know obviously I made money. Otherwise I wouldn't be up. What is it, 75 bucks on this one? But as you can see, it took a while. It took a while. Right now my average is 930. I got in at 39, 31, and 19. And now it finally starts breaking, and I'm just waiting for a good break above 30 to lower my risk. You know, at like 35, roughly, I want to get out half, so 150 shares, lock in a little bit of profit. And there it happened. I got out half, and it kind of struggles, but it looks like it's going to go higher. I sell another half into this, and then the rest into this double top. So that was a good exit. Again, 946, and the high is 950. So that's a very, very reasonable exit. And that's my last trade on this one. Let's quickly go back to TTOO, which we already saw the 421. Let's look at the one at 9. TTOO, CIFS. Oh yeah, CIFS. That was a bad trade. That was the one I mentioned. I don't know if I explained this. Yeah, I was following the chat room, and I got in at the very high here, and then as it flushed down, I just got out as quickly as I could because I didn't want to risk it. It didn't look too good to me. I just didn't like the way it looked. And my intuition proved wrong in the long run, but in this immediate run it proved right because it was just pulling back quite a lot. So that being said, TTOO, yeah, this is a pullback, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe I should get in here. Where is it? 10. I thought I would get in here, but apparently did I do trade? Well, now I'm in. What was this? 937, 940. Maybe these were the ones I was talking about. Yeah. So here, 490, and let me just go back a little bit. I want to show this. TTOO. Let's watch it. Yeah, yeah. I just got in. Sell half, add again, and as it's coming back up, I think I'm selling into this. Yeah, yeah. I just sold half again of my 150 shares position, and then I got out, seeing that there was some resistance, and I got out just before a small pullback. So that was a reasonable trade. That's, I think, was that it for TTOO? Yeah, that was it for TTOO. That was my last trade. So oh no, I am in again. I'm sorry. I'm in again at 5, sell at 510, half. I don't know if I add. No, I just sold the rest at 17. So I didn't add because it seems struggling, and it does break higher. So obviously I'm like, oh shit, I missed this one. But it was a good thing to do. Seeing resistance, it's better to be safe than sorry, right? All right, now really quickly, 31 minutes. Oh shit, I'm sorry. All right. I'm gonna make another video at the end. Okay. Anyway, Zsan at 19. We're almost there. 1930. Zsan is grinding. I'm in at 568. Oh yeah, yeah. I explained to you. I got in here, lowered my entry, and it just, as it came back up, I sold. So let's not look at that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop this video now because it's already much longer than I wanted it to be. But I think it was quite. I learned a lot today, and I think you can learn a lot if you came on. I hope you learned a lot, and let me know what you think. And yes, I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.